Jay Sean and Rishi Rich's concert was the first ever concert I went to ever.
The fact that you've done a lot of different kinds of music, and now you're becoming a bigger part of the composition. How do you think your music has changed over the years?
With Why So Blue, I've composed pretty much all of it, and then with along with, of course, him as well. Both of us work together. Music isn't going anywhere, and these artists who are like all of us, like we are just kind of ready to put our best foot forward.
I've heard from your team that you are planning around 8 to 10 more songs that are coming up.
Yes.
I mean, you've just come back from the US and you're like, let's go, right?
Let's go. I am ready.
Right. So you're collaborating with Rishi Rich,
Yes.
Why So Blue, and The
Yes.
Rish. So
Yes.
how have those experiences been?
They've been incredible. I think these are people and producers that I just I feel very, very kind of at home with in a way. Rishi is a mentor to me. He always has been. I think again, like kind of going back to like talking about inspiration, like early on, I like Jay Sean and Rishi Rich's concert was the first ever concert I went to ever, and like cut to like just meeting Jay in London was like one of those moments where you're just like, wow, full circle round, and this happened, and that's just really cool to be, kind of, to be in the presence of people that have just kind of had these really cool journeys and kind of made it in very cool ways. So, but I think Rishi is a mentor. Working with him is always just amazing and inspiring because he has so much perspective and foresight, and he's just got a very calm presence and energy. So anything I think about or need, or if I need kind of like guidance, I'll just reach out to him, and it's great. And I've been working with Why So Blue for a bit now with Moonlight and with Tere Liye. But this new catalog of work that we've been doing, it's just so unique and different, and it's and this is kind of what I was getting to earlier. It's just a very honest kind of portfolio of work that I'm so excited about, and he's a gem of a person. He's great to work with. So yeah, and then with Rishabh, we've been friends for so long, so of course that's there. But as I really respect him as a producer, I respect the music his music is incredible, and we have a couple of collabs coming up as well. So it's just like really cool stuff that's kind of navigating itself through, and I'm really excited to put it out.
So I guess this could be a personal question, so you don't have to answer it.
Yeah.
But I didn't hear any of this 7 months ago, and then you got married in the middle. Where do you find the time? Do you not sleep, or what is this? I mean, please explain to me how is this happening? Because like, okay, yeah, she's made 1-2 songs, but then Anjali texted me, she's had 8-10 songs lined up. I was like, okay, hold on.
No, I mean, for real, honestly, I don't think I slept. Like, I came to Bombay, and so I was in the States for 4 months, and it was kind of like a little bit of like an escape from just like kind of like, settling in. It's a new kind of, new dynamics. You're kind of just figuring your surroundings out. And I'm building my network and kind of focusing on other opportunities there as well. But of course, not forgetting my kind of base over here, which I want to make sure that I continue kind of expanding. And then I went to London, and it was like one of the most, I think, creatively liberating sort of trips, where I worked on a 6-song EP with Rishi and Kirani, and that was incredible. I'm so excited to put that work across. And then I came to Bombay, and it's just, it's been no sleep basically. Yeah.
And then you decided you'll just do 2 of your own EPs also.
Yeah, why not, right? Why not? I mean, honestly, I think when creativity comes, it just flows, and then you need to just make sure you do everything you can to like, because it's not always like, you're not always inspired in life. Like, I think to be perpetually inspired is also like it's not possible. So at least for me. So yeah, I'm just trying to make the most of my time here and my time with a lot of my like friends and just my peers to just keep working and keep kind of creating the best music I've done till date. Yeah.
So what about those 2 EPs? Are you excited about getting the whole composition? Like, you've composed the whole thing, right? This time?
For with Why So Blue, I've composed pretty much all of it, and then with along with, of course, him as well. Both of us work together. And with Rishi and Kirani, it's been kind of a group effort.
Right.
Kirani is an incredible composer and lyricist, and so it's been kind of a team effort there.
Right, but was it what made you think of being a much larger part of the composition this time?
I think it came from the standpoint that really I wanted to kind of showcase. I think my own kind of where my melodies come from is like a very unique part to me. It's like a very unique kind of. It's my experiences, my what I've been listening to, what I'm kind of been exposed to like since childhood, and I really wanted those melodies to kind of come through in this new set of work. So it's just more, I guess, honest, and it's just a bit more of like kind of a free exploration of work, as opposed to kind of like really on a tight timeline ki ye karna hai, wo karna hai. Like very like I'm just this is one aspect of me which I haven't shared yet. So
okay, so you did all of this in 7 months without timelines.
This no, honestly, not even in the last 7 months. I think this has been over the last like month.
Yeah, I mean, okay, right.
Which is
right.
wild.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. Which is, but it's, but I think the 7 months kind of led up to.
Right, of course.
This,
I mean,
if
of
that
course,
makes sense.
some sort of planning, some sort of thoughts. Would definitely be coming in.
100%. Yeah.
The fact that you've done a lot of different kinds of music, and now you're becoming a bigger part of the composition. How do you think your music has changed over the years? I
think my music over the years has shifted quite a bit, but I've always kind of known what my zone is, what my space is. But I think what most people do, I think later I kind of did initially, which is a lot of just experimenting, working with a lot of different artists, kind of like being on, kind of navigating through like just like being on this journey and figuring out my space. And I think that's when I've kind of like had this realization where it's now I've kind of found my own kind of space and zone within music, and my sound as well.
So the fact that independent artists have a lot more resources, a lot more platforms, has that in a way enabled you to experiment with more things?
Definitely. I think like the exposure today with distribution, with just like being able to have a lot more control over your work, over your masters, over everything that you're creating, I think that changes the game entirely. And I think for independent artists, that's where like your vision can really play a big part in your journey. And you can see it with some of the biggest independent artists in India itself, which are just like global stars at this point. And that's a massive shift for independent music, which I think is so cool. And it's really cool to be part of that movement in whatever like small way, but like it's just a movement that's happening. And you just want to kind of make sure that you're just kind of there with all your resources and all your everything that you have to put across.
Right, and we had another independent artist here.
Yes, we did.
Well.
Yes.
So it's like, now we're seeing a lot more independent artists just
100%. It's
everywhere. And
exactly.
So that does spell a good future for independent music in India, right?
100%. I think so. I think people are very ready for that authenticity that independent music brings. And I think that's where the conversation starts. That's where the excitement begins.
But I just had this one thought in my head that, don't you think at one point it becomes like a bit, I don't know whether to use this word, I don't know what better word I'm not getting a better word in my head. A bit overcrowded in the sense where there is a lack of things being special. Do you think it could reach a saturation point?
I think so, but I think that's with anything. Like I think you can, like most industries today are heavily overcrowded and have probably reached saturation points, and it's quite cyclical. You like reach a saturation point and then you go back and then you reach it again. So I think similarly with the independent space, I'm sure it'll be like, I think music isn't going anywhere, and these artists who are like all of us, like we are just kind of ready to put our best foot forward and kind of keep exploring ourselves and keep wanting to kind of showcase what we have for the world. So I don't think that's gonna go anytime soon. So I think within the arts especially, like you can you can reach a saturation point, but at the same time it kind of like it levels itself out in a way.
Right. Talking about indie music, who are your top 5 indie artists?
Ooh, my top 5 independent artists, I would have to say, I absolutely love listening to. I love Anup Jain's music. I really like AP Dylan. Obviously, he's amazing. Really, really enjoy King. Within India, there's so many. Rishabh as well. Um, oh my God, there's so many artists. It's difficult to kind of pinpoint, but there's so many. I love Nikita Gandhi's voice. I know she does a lot of playback as well, but her independent stuff is beautiful. So it's
Yeah, I mean, we had
so
Anup
many
Jain
artists.
yesterday in
No
the studio.
way.
Yeah,
Okay.
we did that
Yeah,
interview.
he's
So that was fun
amazing.
too.
Yeah, he's
definitely,
amazing.
definitely. So, are there any artists that you want to work with?
Yeah, I mean, all all of the
you
above. No, I'm kidding. I mean, obviously, but I mean, there's so many artists like playback and otherwise.
Right.
Independent, of course. There's all of these artists are just incredible, and I would love to work with them. And then within playback also, there's so many artists that are just they're just wow. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, where do you see yourself probably becoming a playback singer at one point?
I would be extremely welcome to the opportunity if it comes across, and I would definitely want to. But I'm also in a space where I'm really enjoying the creative space. So if I'm able to kind of do both, I would love that.
Right. Fair
Yeah.
enough. I mean, like you said, the independent music has a great sense of independence.
Independence, yeah.
How stupid I sound.
No,
But okay, I
there's-
guess it's that control that you have over.
100%.
Like,
there's
being
a
able
sense
to-
of like liberty in it,
Yeah,
and I think
some
that's
freedom. Radio City freedom.
Freedom.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, thank you so much, Raveena, for being
Thank
here yet
you.
again.
Thank
I'm
you.
very, very excited for the next songs that are coming up.
Thank you so much. That
Normally, we
means a
end
lot.
with what's next for Raveena. There is a lot next for Raveena. Don't worry. Like she's got you for like years to come.
Yes,
So,
I do.
We're set. So, thank you so much for being here
Thank
again,
you.
and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much, love. Thank you.